a question real quick. Let me ask you a question, brother. Come here real quick. Why do you have a white man on your neck? Why do you have a white man on your neck? Listen, brother. You have a white man hanging on a cross. No white man on the neck. Listen, brother. Hold this. Brother. You see this right here? Hold on. You see this guy right here? No. You have this man hanging on your neck. Why do you have this man hanging on your neck? You see that? You see that? Read it again. That's the confusion. That's the confusion, brethren. You're confused, brethren. Give me Deuteronomy 1:1 first. So we can understand the line of, we have to understand the line of communication in the Bible. You understand? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
Read.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So who was Moses speaking to? All right, now Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
And this is the same book. So if Moses was speaking to the children of Israel in chapter 1, in chapter 28, he's still speaking to the children of Israel. Read.
But it shall come to pass.
What does that mean? It shall come to pass. We just read that in Revelations. Things which must shortly come to pass. Right? Moses is saying these are the things which will shortly come to pass. If what? Read.
But it shall come to pass.
Going to happen. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't listen to the voice of your God. Your God. Yours. Read.
To observe to do all his commandments.
No, some of them.
To do all his commandments.
Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
These what?
all these curses
Read.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So now let's touch some of these curses, so you can understand who you are. Verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
What?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
If you don't keep my commandments, Israel, your sons and your daughters will be given to another people. When your sons and daughters are given to another people, that's called what?
Reincarnation.
Slavery. Something your family must teach you. You see how off our people are? You see how... Read it again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32.
Read.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine head.
See, the black man and the Latino man have might when it comes to pushing up on their own people. You understand that? But when it comes to us having to do what we have to do for our own people, we have no might. We will have no might to get our people out of these curses. You understand that? Read verse 45.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45.
Read.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee,
and shall follow you. So repeat this. You wasn't here. You wasn't here for this, were you? You didn't witness this, did you? Was you shackled next to me on the ship? You wasn't, right? But it says what?
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee.
What does it mean when something's pursuing you? It's going to follow you. Read.
And overtake thee.
Read.
Till thou be destroyed.
Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You don't want to do my commandments. You don't want to keep my Sabbath. You don't want to wear fringes. You like laying down with women from the other nations. You understand that? You might be a homosexual, whatever. She's telling you this is going to happen to you because you don't want to listen to it. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments.
We must keep the commandments of our God. Read.
And his statutes which he commanded thee.
Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign,
if I'm hungry, right, and I'm looking for something to eat, I'm looking for a what? Sign. Okay, I'm going, oh, Popeyes. I'm hungry. I'm going over there. So the curses are going to be upon us for a sign. Meaning, if these things happen to you, you are the children of God. You understand that? Read verse 48.
the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48.
Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
What?
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So according to the Bible, we're serving our enemies. You understand that? Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Because of our disobedience, the creator of heaven and earth sent the other nations against us. Just like you walked by here, right? You didn't have to stop. Who stopped you? You think you stopped yourself? You didn't stop yourself. God stopped you. God made you walk past us, rewind, and come back. That's what he did. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Read.
In hunger.
In hunger we serve our enemies. For food we serve our enemies. Read.
And in thirst.
In thirst we serve our enemies. Why? Because if you don't pay your water bill, they cutting it off.
That's not the truth.
Read.
And in nakedness.
And in what?
And in nakedness.
Show. What does it say? What does it say? We're reading the Holy Bible. This is the Holy. Read it again. Read it again. Read it again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
The Bible saying we're going to serve our enemies. That's right. That's what it's saying. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Read.
In hunger.
In hunger we serve our enemies. Read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst we serve our enemies. Read.
And in nakedness.
For the clothes you have on your back, for the animal hair you have in your head, you serve your enemy. Read.
And in want of all things.
Even to learn about white Jesus, you have to go to your enemy. When the Bible says he's a black man. That's right. That's what the Bible says. Right. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Do what? This is good, Levi. Come over here.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who put yokes of iron on our necks, Levi? Who did that? Read.
Until
when?
He hath destroyed thee.
Until we have been destroyed. The word until is a dispensation of time. Meaning what? These were on our necks. Until when?
Until he hath destroyed thee.
And if you look around Eastern Parkway today, our sisters and our brothers are destroyed. Y'all are finished. Despicable. Read.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Read.
From the end of the earth.
Read.
As swift as the eagle
Levi,
flieth.
you're playing games. Levi, come over here. Read that last part again.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
From where?
From the end of the earth.
Read.
As swift as the eagle flieth.
Whose symbol is the eagle? Look on the back of your dollar bill. Look on the back of your quarter. Read the Bible. Right. Greece, Rome, Spain, France, Germany, Russia, Great Britain, America. Right. Read your Bible. Read it again. Maybe I'm making this up. Maybe I'm just a mad Negro out here screaming. Read it again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 49.
Read.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Read.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
So our enemy is called who? The eagle. The eagle. The eagle. Whose symbol is the eagle? America. Your enemy's symbol is the eagle. So it went from calling them the enemy to the eagle. Give me Revelation chapter 12. Oh, read it.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
So why do you think we speak in English? Why do you think you're speaking a form of French? Why? Why are you Latinos speaking Spanish? Huh? Because the Spaniards came over here and conquered each and every one of your ancestors. That's why. That's why.
Right.
Read.
A nation of fierce countenance.
A nation of what?
Fierce
They're
countenance.
so fierce, they still gunning us down. And y'all think it's a game. Which one of y'all are next? Which one of our young men are next? Read.
A nation of fierce countenance.
Read.
Which shall not regard the person of the old.
They were throwing our elders in the cotton field. They were killing our elders. Read.
Nor shall favor to the young.
They were picking up our children by their ankles and smashing them against rocks. This is history.
Right.
This is all history. But y'all smile at them every day. You think the mailman love you? You think the milkman love you? Revelation chapter 12. So they called them our enemies. They called them the eagle. Let's see what else the Bible calls them. Chapter 12. Oh yeah.
The book of
verse 14.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 14.
So let's see what else the Bible calls our enemies. Read.
And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle.
Read.
That she might fly into the wilderness, into her place.
So in 70 AD, we had to run out of Jerusalem because the Roman armies were besieging the city. So the black Jews fled into Africa.
Right.
Read.
Into her place.
Into her place, which is America. Because we went into slavery from Africa to America. But we're not Africans. We are the Jews, according to the Bible.
That's right.
Read.
Where she is nourished.
What? We just read that we serve our enemies in hunger, thirst, and nakedness. That is nourishment. You understand that? So we're what?
Where she is nourished.
So in America, we're nourished by who?
For a time and times and half a time.
Read.
From the face.
From the face of who?
Of the serpent.
Of who?
The serpent.
The who?
The serpent.
So who is the serpent? Give me that in verse 9 now. Let's find out who the serpent is. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 9.
Read.
And the great dragon.
The what?
Great dragon.
Was what?
Was cast out.
One day, this kingdom is going to be cast down.
That's right.
It's almost over.
That's right.
Y'all are finished.
Right.
We're waking up. And all of our brothers that want to join hands with the serpent, I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck. Read.
And the great dragon was cast out.
Read.
That old serpent.
So he was called what? That what?
That old serpent.
Called who?
Called the devil.
No, I'm making that up.
Called the devil.
So this man is who?
Called the devil.
Y'all are serving the damn devil.
That's right.
That's what y'all are doing.
Right.
Y'all are serving Satan. Say it again. Who is that? That's Jesus Christ, right? I want you guys to understand. This young brother just came up here and said that this is Jesus Christ. You parents shouldn't even be having kids. Y'all have taught y'all children nothing. For this young man to say this is Jesus, y'all as parents have failed. Take that flyer, brother. Jesus Christ looks like you. Jesus Christ looks like you. This is Jesus, according to the Bible. So you go home and you tell your mom, you tell your father, hey, Jesus is black. And the flyer's right here with all the information on it. So the devil, understand that. We are the real Jews according to the Bible. You got a flyer?
Yeah, right here.
Huh?
Yeah.
Read that. Hold on, don't leave that.
The book of Leviticus,
2 more minutes, hold on.
chapter 19, verse 27.
Listen good, this is a simple commandment. If you can't do this, if you can't get yourself together on the outside, do you think you can get yourself together on the inside? Right. So this is a simple commandment. Read.
Book of Leviticus chapter 21 verse 5.
Read.
They shall not make baldness upon their heads.
So a razor is not supposed to come across your head to shave your head bald. I can't shave my head. I'm going bald up here. You understand that? But I can't shave the corner just to make it look decent or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Michael Jackson, Tyrese. Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
You are not supposed to shave your beard. You might have a job that requires you to trim it. Trim it. You understand that? Trim it. You're not supposed to shave your beard. You're not supposed to shave your beard. Why? Because that's what the oppressor does. They shave their beard. You don't cut past the natural line of your beard. Don't do that. So me cutting past the natural line of my beard will be me taking it from here and bringing it up here. You understand that? Let it grow. Give me that. Give me that in the Bible dictionary. Let's get the definition of beard. Let's get the definition of beard. Because only women and children don't have beards. You understand that? A lot of our people don't even understand. This is the Bible we're reading. You know what that means? They don't read the Bible.
Right.
So they're liars. They worship the devil. Read.
This is from the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary.
Read.
Beard.
What?
Beard.
Read.
A badge of manly dignity.
So what is that saying if you don't have a beard? You're effeminate. You are effeminate. You may not be a homosexual, but you got some stuff with you, bro. You understand? Read it again.
A badge of manly dignity.
You must have a beard on your face. That's the least. That is a basic commandment. Just like our sisters. Our sisters must wear dresses. Our foremothers pick cotton and dresses. In the cold, in the heat, all year round. They don't understand that.
Leviticus 18.
Leviticus chapter 18. These are basic commandments, brother.
The book of Leviticus chapter 18 verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, I am the Lord your God. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
Because you have to understand the history behind it all. Moses freed the children of Israel out of Egypt, right? So read it again.
After the doings of the land of Egypt.
So the same things the Egyptians were doing, shaving their beards, worshiping multiple gods, homosexual activity. Read.
Wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
You're not supposed to do that because you are a child of God.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates on our YouTube channels. Shalom.